Microsoft has quietly addressed a significant security vulnerability that has been actively exploited since 2017. This development is crucial as it impacts the safety of Windows users, particularly those who may unknowingly encounter malicious files. On December 3, 2025, Microsoft released a patch as part of its November Patch Tuesday updates for a flaw tracked as CV 2025-9491. This vulnerability, associated with Windows shortcut LNK files, allows attackers to execute harmful code without users realizing it, a situation made possible by deceptive file properties. Reports indicate that this issue has been leveraged by various state-sponsored groups for espionage and data theft. In this video, we'll explore the details of this vulnerability, the history of its exploitation, and Microsoft's response to the issue. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. In March 2025, the vulnerability CV 2025-9491 came to light, revealing a significant flaw in how Windows handled .lnk files. This was particularly alarming as it was exploited by numerous state-sponsored groups for activities ranging from data theft to espionage. The initial findings by Trend Micro's Zero-Day Initiative highlighted that attackers could craft these files to execute malicious code while misleading users about their true nature. Despite the alarming potential for exploitation, Microsoft initially downplayed the urgency of addressing the flaw, citing the need for user interaction to trigger the vulnerability. This decision sparked criticism, especially as instances of the flaw being weaponized surfaced shortly after the disclosure. Notably, the cyber espionage group XD-Spy leveraged this vulnerability to deploy Go-based malware against Eastern European governmental targets, demonstrating the ongoing threat. As exploitation attempts continued, particularly from Chinese-affiliated actors targeting European diplomatic entities, Microsoft faced increasing pressure to act. The company's earlier stance of not considering the issue a critical vulnerability began to shift under the weight of public scrutiny and the real-world implications of the flaw. The patch released on December 3, 2025, marks a significant turning point. It not only addresses the visibility issue of the command strings in .lnk files but also reflects a broader reassessment of the potential risks associated with user interaction in cybersecurity contexts. By ensuring that users can see the entire command string, Microsoft aims to empower users with more information, reducing the likelihood of falling victim to such exploits. In addition to Microsoft's patch, third-party solutions like Zero Patch have emerged, offering alternative protective measures. Their approach, which includes warnings for overly long command arguments, underscores the community's proactive stance in addressing vulnerabilities that may linger even after official patches. This timeline highlights a critical evolution in the understanding and response to cybersecurity threats, emphasizing the importance of vigilance and rapid action in the face of emerging vulnerabilities. The consequences of the CV 2025-9491 vulnerability extend far beyond individual Windows users, affecting a broad spectrum of entities, including government institutions, corporations, and various sectors reliant on digital infrastructure. State-sponsored actors, particularly from countries like China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia, have exploited this vulnerability for years, targeting sensitive information through cyber espionage and data theft campaigns. This highlights the strategic implications of the flaw, as it has been a tool for geopolitical maneuvering, with the potential to compromise national security. Organizations that rely on Windows systems for their operations could find themselves at heightened risk, particularly in sectors such as finance, healthcare, and public services. The ability of attackers to execute remote code through seemingly innocuous LNK files means that even well-trained users may inadvertently activate malicious scripts, leading to potential data breaches or operational disruptions. Moreover, the vulnerability underscores a crucial aspect of cybersecurity: the importance of user awareness and education. Despite Microsoft's security warnings about untrusted file formats, the complexity of the threat, where malicious elements are obscured within legitimate-looking files, can easily deceive even vigilant users. This calls for enhanced training programs that equip individuals with the knowledge to recognize and respond to such threats. The patch released by Microsoft addresses the immediate risk, yet it also raises questions about the long-term security posture of Windows systems. The fact that the vulnerability existed for so long before a fix was implemented illustrates the challenges tech companies face in prioritizing and addressing security issues. Additionally, the reliance on user interaction as a defense mechanism may not be sufficient in an environment where sophisticated attacks are increasingly common. In the wake of this incident, organizations are urged to review their cybersecurity protocols and consider implementing additional layers of security, such as endpoint detection and response solutions, to mitigate the risks associated with similar vulnerabilities in the future. The incident serves as a stark reminder that cybersecurity is an ongoing battle, requiring vigilance, proactive measures, and a commitment to continuous improvement in security practices. As organizations and individuals navigate the aftermath of the recent CV 2025-9491 vulnerability, it is crucial to adopt proactive measures to enhance security and reduce the risk of exploitation. First and foremost, users should prioritize updating their systems regularly. Although Microsoft has issued a patch ensuring that all software, including third-party applications, is up to date is vital for comprehensive security. In addition to applying patches, users should familiarize themselves with the properties of files, particularly those with .lnk extensions. Given the nature of this vulnerability, it is essential to scrutinize any shortcut files before opening them. Users should be cautious when receiving files from unknown sources, especially those that may appear benign but could harbor hidden threats. Organizations are encouraged to implement robust security training programs for employees. Educating staff about the potential risks associated with shortcut files and the importance of recognizing warning signs and security alerts can significantly mitigate risks. Furthermore, employing advanced endpoint detection and response (EDR) solutions can enhance visibility into suspicious activities and help in the early detection of potential threats. Another recommendation is to consider employing application whitelisting. By allowing only trusted applications to run, organizations can create an additional layer of defense against malicious exploits. This approach can significantly reduce the likelihood of successful attacks leveraging vulnerabilities like CV 2025-9491. Lastly, maintaining an incident response plan is critical. Organizations should prepare for the possibility of a breach by having a clear, actionable plan in place. Regularly testing this plan ensures that teams are ready to respond swiftly and effectively to any security incidents, thereby minimizing potential damage. By taking these steps, users and organizations can bolster their defenses against evolving cyber threats in the digital landscape. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.